Assistant Fire Chief Ansel Smith, who will be talking to us today about the fire at the depot, as well as another item. We also have Dade County School Superintendent Josh Ingle, as well as Dade County Executive Ted Rumley. Thank you so much for coming to the right place for the right information. If you know someone who would like to listen to any of our guests today who might be interested, go ahead and invite them to watch this live broadcast or start a watch party so you can hold your own discussion. Remember, you can also watch this later on YouTube or Facebook. Sharing the links to our videos is super easy. We also have a time of question and answers at the end of this section, so feel free to type your questions into the comments in our Facebook Live feed, and we will get to those at the end. We do have several events that you need to save the date for, like Smoke on the Barbecue that's coming up September 11th, the 9/11 stair climb at Dade Middle School, and more events that are coming up later. You can see those there in front of you, and you can also find those on our calendar at dadecounty-ga.gov. This weekend, we do have the South Dade Fire and Rescue Barbecue. It starts at noon. If you do want to place an order for that beforehand, you can call 706-462-2391, and they will go ahead and have your order ready to go for you. I suggest you get there early. I think they've sold out really, really soon. In fact, I think one time it was within an hour of their start time. So it's some good food, good barbecue. It is a fundraiser for your local volunteer fire department there in South Dade. Also, now hiring. We have several employment opportunities for you. The Cherokee Regional Library System is hiring a youth education coordinator for the Dade County Library. That is a part-time position. Also, Dade County is hiring. We're hiring for Public Works. We're also hiring for Parks and Rec, as well as a Human Relations Director and Bookkeeper. That's our newest position that is coming open. We want to thank Mary Bailey, who has been in that position for a very long time. Thank you, Mary, for all that you have done for us. She is retiring, so we'll be replacing that, and we'll post that job online later today so that you can take a look at that. Also, 4-H is looking for an educator for their education position there with Extension. I do have some announcements from the Department of Health. So as we expected, there is beginning to be more foot traffic for our Department of Health with the booster shots that are coming available. Booster shots are now available for people who have underlying health conditions or are immunocompromised. They will be coming, they are suspected to come later this month. For anybody else who's interested in those booster shots, that should happen later in September. The president had originally said that would be available by September the 2nd. That is being pushed out. And so I had a talk with Lindsay Ryan, who is our nurse in our local Department of Health, and she was very helpful. She said that they follow the guidelines set forth from the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, or the ACIP. So that's the group that our Department of Health follows for those vaccinations and the booster shots. On the screen in front of you, you should see a website on the bottom. It's called immunize.org. If you have questions about booster shots when they're available or the vaccinations, that is a great site to visit. Thank you again to Nurse Lindsay Ryan for providing that for us. We have also put that on our website at dadecounty-ga.gov in our newsflash section under the COVID heading. We have had lots of questions about those boosters and vaccines right now. I would ask you to be patient with our local Department of Health. They have only 2 office staff members and 1 nurse at this point in time, so please be patient with them. If you would like to schedule your vaccine at our local Department of Health, give them a call at 706-657-4231. Vaccinations are also available at the Colonnade. I do believe that, one more thing that they asked me to mention to you, and I'm not sure that I'm going to pronounce this properly, but the Pfizer vaccine, now that it has been FDA approved, is also known as Comirnaty. So it has a different brand name. It's spelled Comirnaty. So if your doctor has spoken with you about the Comirnaty vaccination, it is indeed the Pfizer vaccine. They are the same thing. So you do need to be aware of that. There has been some confusion over that. So those are some notes from the Department of Health that they wanted you to know. So we appreciate them and all that they do. Next, we'll hear from Assistant Fire Chief for the Trenton-Dade County Fire Department, Ansel Smith.
First off, I'd like to mention about the fire at the train depot the other morning. We've had several calls. It is under investigation by the State Fire Marshal's Office. There is a up to $10,000 reward for any information leading to any information to the fire. You can contact Investigator Jerry Parrish with the Fire Marshal's Office. His number is 404-783-7036. Or you can contact Investigator Deanie Reyes with the Trenton Police Department at 706-657-4167, extension 116. So if you have any information, please call either one of them and provide them with what you have. Next, September 11th is coming up. It is the 20th year anniversary of the attacks on the Twin Towers. All around the world, there's fire departments and people get together and do a stair climb in memory of everyone that lost their lives that day. So we're going to do it in our hometown this year. We're going to be at the middle school from 6 a.m. till noon, lunchtime. So anybody that wants to come out and participate, the goal is to do 2,071 steps. That's how many steps was in the Twin Towers that day. You're not required to do all the steps. If you come and do half of them or just up and down 2 or 3 times, that's fine. You're not required to do all. We will have shirts for sale for $10. So please, anybody that wants to come out and participate, we'll be there from 6 a.m. to 12. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Josh Ingle, Superintendent at Dade County Schools. Just give you a quick update on middle school and high school. This week they continue to operate on the hybrid schedule, and we'll do that for one more week following the Labor Day weekend. So that after tomorrow we'll be on the hybrid for 4 more school days after Labor Day. Davis Elementary, I'm excited to say that they return back to in-person instruction Monday of this week, and the positive cases, we still have a few up there, but the positive cases are fairly low. And at this time, I just spoke with Principal Tracy Blevins just a moment ago, and she feels like that, based on the information, based on the data that she has at this time, we should be able to open Dade Elementary back up for in-person instruction Tuesday after Labor Day. The health department will be on staff tomorrow to offer the vaccine to our staff members that maybe didn't get to participate in that back in the spring, and to offer that also to any new staff members that have joined us since August. So that'll be taking place tomorrow. Also this week, I've gotten several phone calls and emails about the driveway as you enter Dade County High School right near the tennis courts. Right before school started back in August, the city was gracious enough to come and bring some gravel and fill in the pothole areas. They also came yesterday and filled those in. But Commissioner Rumley and Billy Massengale with the road department came by yesterday afternoon as well. And hopefully that will be taken care of early sometime next week. I know it's going to be temporary, but as long as we can at least get a smooth surface going, hopefully it won't cause any damage to anybody's car. So please be patient. Commissioner Rumley and Billy Massengale are scheduled to be on site next week, so hopefully we'll get that taken care of. Thank you.
Ed, you want to say anything?
Okay, next we'll hear from Dade County Executive Ted Rumley.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's enjoying this beautiful weather. We've got a really nice weekend coming up, it looks like, weather-wise. I'll mention a few things here before I go on into our COVID numbers. The Hills Gap and Burkhalter are still on schedule as far as paving goes. That's going to be sometime late September, October on those roads. Our cable barrier, we mention that every week, but a lot of people still don't understand what that is. They're actually working going southbound right now toward Rising Pond, and what looks like a sidewalk that is actually going to be the cables like they have in Alabama. It's just like a guardrail, except it is a cable barrier. The grinding on, or the actual finished product on 136, I think hopefully they'll be through within another 30 days. They're still working on that, and we'll just have to play it by ear. But they're moving right along and getting that done. I know we still have some traffic problems up there, but try to bear with those people if you can. We do have commissioners meeting tonight. Our work sessions at 6 here in this room, and also our meeting will be immediately after that. We usually take a 5-minute break in between, and we go right into our meeting. We do have a room set up here for social distancing, and also we would we're not making you, but we'd appreciate if you wear a mask when you come in the room. And I'll usually try 30 minutes before I'll come in, and we'll sanitize the room and the hallway out here and all. So we try to make it, as safe as possible. But as you know, and as you can tell when I go through these numbers, COVID, there's a lot of people, sick in the county. We've got a lot of positive tests here, and so we'll just need to be careful. Tri-State Food Pantry up on Sand Mountain, they're in need of volunteers. They're actually on noon to 1 on Lookout Mountain. Now, what day is this? They don't have a date here.
It's Friday.
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I put July the 2nd.
They'll be there
It
noon
is
to
tomorrow.
1 to load the truck that goes to Lookout Mountain, and 2 to 4 on Lookout Mountain they'll be distributing food at the West Barrel Fire Department. Then at 3 to 5 on Sand Mountain they'll be distributing food there. And you can contact the contact number on that if you have any questions is 423-316-0384, or you can go on our website, and Carey's got all this information, also with Harry Abel's contact there too. Another thing is it could affect us this weekend. I talked a little bit about it on Evans this morning, is the actual concert that's happening up in the north end of the county. If you've been up traveling 11 going north or south, you can see some signs that they've actually put up, some big lit billboard there that the boys there, the men that's putting it on, they've hired a company out of Chattanooga to bring all the road signs. They are approved by DOT. Someone said they were a little bit close on the right of way, but they were put out there with DOT advising them to put them. This could be a traffic event. There's possibility that some of the people up at Bonnaroo, they've been advertising the people that are sponsoring this event to try to bring some of that group into Dade County to help as far as the crowd over there. So we're not sure how many cars will be coming into the county starting tomorrow evening, but it could be a pretty bad thing as far as traffic goes in that end. So if you can avoid that part of the county all through the weekend, really try to do that if possible. Sheriff Cross, he held a meeting in this room yesterday at 1 o'clock. We had the people that are doing this event up here, the 2 young men, and a lot of questions were asked, a lot of questions were answered. Sheriff Cross is limited, the county is, to our manpower that we have. He was actually pretty comfortable with the event originally, with the 1,500, and they're going to stick with the 1,500 to 2,000, 1,500 people. But with this added traffic, we don't know how many people that are going to come in here, not knowing that there's a cutoff over there. That once they cut it off, because they sell some tickets online, but a lot of them are going to be bought right at the gate, and so they're going to try to keep traffic flowing on 11. He's got Georgia State Patrol was represented yesterday. They were here. The drug task force, they're pitching in some of the men to help with it, and then of course all of our day deputies that possibly he's call them into work. So just bear with them on it, bear with us on it. We'll do the best we can to try to keep the main flow on US 11 moving, and we'll just kind of have to play it by ear to see how things go. Let's see here now. Ansel, he talked about the train depot, the old depot down on the rail. We did have a fire there. He answered a lot of the questions there. It is under investigation. To us, it kind of looks like that it was actually arson, but they'll make that determination. And when I say they, it's the state fire marshal. They're the professionals. So we'll know more about it probably next week, first of the week. Let's see here. Our course facility, the judges are asking everyone, not asking, they're required for everyone who enters the course facility, even those that have been vaccinated, they're requiring masks to come in and out of that facility there. And they do have, as if you've been down there before, you know they've got a one way in, one way out with a deputy there. So he will, if you don't have a mask, we have some there, but he'll furnish you. Sheriff's lobby will be closed. We're not sure how long that will be, but he is accommodating people that need to have fingerprinting or background checks there. If you have any questions there or need in to see a person, 657-3233 to ask questions or to make an appointment. We have closed the senior center down there as far as any activities. I did that a few weeks ago, and it will remain closed until we start seeing our numbers change or we start coming out of this. They are still transporting people, the doctors and on the vans with masks and all. They're really taking a lot of precaution with that. So we'll let you know when we see a little light at the end of the tunnel on that. Tax Commissioner's office, it's open back again. We're not sure how long. That Angie had decided to close it down because we did have a state auditor that did test positive. It was in there a week before last, and it did possibly gave one of our employees in there the COVID. She's out. I'm not sure whether she'll be back next week or not, but we're just taking all precautions. But they are back, and honestly, we furnish masks out here. We've got the hand sanitizer. And, when you come in the building or go into Angie's or even in our offices, we ask you if you can. We're not telling you to. You can if you want to. But it would be good if you'd wear masks because we do furnish them out here in the hall when you come in. Our offices will be closed on Monday for Labor Day and also tomorrow. The governor has declared a state holiday. Most all of our county computers, I know in Angie's office, our state computers in our course facility. Most of those computers there are state computers, and once the state shuts down and all that data base, then it's really almost impossible to do business in some of these offices. And also, it's going to give us a chance to really sanitize this building, the whole inside, all the offices and entrance and all. We're going tomorrow and do that, and we'll come back Monday morning, and we'll probably go over it lightly. So that'll just be safer for you and safer for us too. And they'll be back up Tuesday morning. Let's see if I'm leaving out vaccinations as far as the Moderna, the Pfizer. We have plenty downstairs. They are giving those by appointment, and they are taking some walk-ins. There's no lines right now, but I did get word this morning that it is picking up. People are actually, there's more and more people being vaccinated. And I think after the 15th or the 20th, the booster will be totally available to everyone. And I think you'll probably start seeing lines back downstairs. So, if you're now would be a good time if you choose to be vaccinated to call the health department. It doesn't cost you anything at all. So just they're and there's other places. The primary health care, they're actually administering it too. They're doing. I think they're still going to try to do at least one day a week down at the park to actually give this vaccination. And it's a drive-through. You don't have to get out of the car. Down here, you do have to come in the building. Testing, the Colonnade, they're open over there from 5 to 7 on Thursday evenings. Is it just one day? I was thinking it was over there too.
For the shots,
That's
they're
for the
open from
shots.
5 to 7 on Thursdays.
They're only open one day for the shots now.
That's right, and it's from 5
Okay.
to 7.
Okay, all right. I was thinking if they open on Tuesdays and
The
Thursdays.
testing, they're open Mondays and Wednesdays.
Mondays and Wednesdays, that's the next thing. If you need to be tested and there's no charge over there, they're doing the drive-through testing over there too. And they are open on Mondays and Wednesdays. And they're open till, I don't see the hours on it. Is it still the, as far as the testing goes? They're open till 7.
They are,
Yeah, they're
10
actually
to
open.
7.
Yeah,
10 to
till 7
7.
o'clock in the evening. Yep, 10 till 7 o'clock in the evening. So they do stay open in the evenings. So that's, and like I said, it is free. We're trying to get a site here in this county like we did before, where local people can come in and be tested without driving all the way over there. Hopefully I'll know something more about that Tuesday. Of course, the state offices are closed tomorrow and Monday, but maybe we can get that at least 1 to 2 days a week here in the county, either down in the parking lot here across the road or down at the 4 fields. And I'll let you know about that next week. Let me see here. Anything I'm leaving out?
I do believe you have covered it all. Those numbers are up, and we do have an interesting graphic that shows how much they're up. And in the state of Georgia, this is the first time we've been in red. You can see us there in the corner. It's the first time we've been in red in a long time, but you can see even those peaks there on the graph. So back in January was our highest, and now we're right back there.
Yeah.
So they really are up.
I'll go into our numbers here though, but it is, they're sure not going down, that's for sure. We've had 171 positive cases in Dade County, just Dade County test positive in the last 14 days. Where our total number is up to 1,563 from the beginning, but this 171 is an important number. I mean, that shows that it's, we've had 14 deaths, and we've had 65 hospitalizations. In Walker County, they've had 695 actually positive cases in the last 14 days, and their total number is 8,059. Catoosa County, they've had 610 positive cases in the last 14 days, and their number now is at 7,038 in Catoosa. Chattooga County, they've had 421 in the last 2 weeks report positive, and their total number is 2,862. Moving down to Tennessee, or moving up to Tennessee, not down, but Hamilton County, at this time they have 3,077 active cases in Hamilton County. Their numbers are up to 54,369 total. That's from day one. And they've had 556 deaths. The Marion County, they've had 783 people that are active as we speak. They're up to 4,614. They've had 51 deaths, and they've had 3,780 out of that 4,614 that's recovered. Grundy County, they have 177 active cases right now. Their total number now is 2,187. They've had 1,974 people that have recovered out of that 2,187, and they've had 36 deaths. Excuse me. Moving to Alabama, this is Jackson County. They are up to 8,369. They've had 146 cases in the last 7 days, not 14. 146 positive cases in the last 7 days, and they've had 124 deaths. DeKalb County, they're up to 11,051 from day one. They've had 211 deaths, and they've had 260 cases, positive cases in the last 7 days. So it's really spreading or moving on in DeKalb County down there. I'll try to maybe get some good news, like I said, on our testing here in the county. I know it's really aggravating, so several miles over there and back to go and be tested over in Catoosa. There are other places now that test here in the county, but they charge. You know, the average cost of a test now, I think it's about $90. I think somewhere around that.
It is.
We have the Lawsons here that do the testing, primary. We also a lot of people have used the clinic at the Walmart in Tiftonia, and they're $90. So, but if you can just bear with us a little bit, I think hopefully next week we can get something going. I hope I'll let you know about that. But You know, the fact is, I mean, numbers are climbing. It's out there. It's real. And use your own judgment as far as, you know, whether you want to be vaccinated or not. But I do know that, you know, according to the doctors I've talked to in our hospitals, the people that are there, that are in the hospitals, there's way over 90% of those people have not had their vaccination. And the ones that have been vaccinated seems to be having a milder case of that, you know, as far as the fever and time down. So that's totally up to you. My number is 423-667-8999. Everything I've presented to you here, as always, it's online. Carey will post it or has posted it. And we appreciate everyone working with us on this. And like I said, if you need me or if I can answer any questions for you, my cell number is 423-667-8999. And we'll talk to you next week. Any questions?